Paul Moore. I'm a Technical Agile Coach with Rocket9 Solutions, and I'm going to talk today about the hole in the Scrum Framework. Now, many of you are probably familiar with the Scrum Framework. This is coming from the Scrum Alliance. And the Scrum Framework lists all of the details that come along with how we want our development teams to work when we're working with Scrum. And one thing you'll notice as a Scrum developer is there's a lot of details about what happens before we start doing the work. There's details about what we do when we are planning the work. And then there's a lot of details about what happens after we're done with the work in terms of like the sprint review and the sprint retrospective. But Scrum doesn't really have a whole lot to say about what we do day in and day out while we're doing the work. Sure, there's some definition around the daily Scrum, but at the core, there's this hole in the Scrum framework. And that's what I, as a developer, have noticed when I'm working with Scrum. Now, the Scrum organization actually produced a new version of the Scrum Guide back in November 2020. And as a developer, I kind of looked at the release notes and I wanted to see, was there any opportunity for me to learn more about how to develop software there? And unfortunately, the latest version of the Scrum Guide is talking about moving beyond software product development. And actually, in the revision notes, they say that they've removed any remaining inference to IT work, which includes testing, system design, and requirements, all the stuff that we as developers do day in and day out. So that to me is why there's a value in having a technical agile coach in your team. Somebody who can take a look at that hole in the Scrum framework and work with your development team to actually plug that hole and provide them with the tools and practices, things like test-driven development, things like automated tests, collaborative ways of working, including pair programming and mob programming, involving the customer and the stakeholders, and many other practices that we can fill the developer's tool chest with. So when it comes time to actually start doing the work, we're not falling back on our ways of hitting the ground running and handing things off. We're actually collaborating and working together. I thank you for your time. Again, I'm Paul Moore, a Technical Agile Coach with Rocket9 Solutions, and would love to talk to you more about filling the hole in the Scrum framework.